Hello and welcome to Asia Now. My name is Alex, and in this video I'll tell you about Chinese gang members preying on foreigners arrested. The NBI finds 1,200 fake Filipino birth certificates. The latest on the runaway alleged Chinese spy, ex-Mayor Alice Guo. Alarming rise in dengue cases. 3 persons arrested for the involvement in illegal kidney sales, and more. Let's begin with the exchange rate. Right now, 1 USD is equal to 58.52 pesos. I hope you guys had a wonderful day. And yesterday, I forgot once again to mention our segment today, where I cover the most popular comments. So I'll be sure to remember that today. Let's begin with our main story. A suspected Chinese member of an abduction gang prying on foreigners in central Luzon shot himself while 3 of his compatriots were arrested during an operation in Pampanga last Friday. In a statement, the commissioner said that the incident occurred inside the premises of a condominium building in Angeles City, where a team of agents from the BI's fugitive search unit raided the suspect's unit to arrest them for violating Philippines immigration laws. He also said that they were asking them to give themselves up, but they ran away and attempted to flee, which prompted the NBI operatives to chase them. The pursuing agents were able to catch and arrest 2 of the suspects, identified as Feng Zhengjing, 29, and Chao Yiwu, 33. However, a 35-year-old by the name of Wu Fu Wen refused to surrender and shot himself, terminating himself immediately on the spot. According to the chief, the Chinese nationals are prime suspects in the finding of those lifeless bodies of those 9 foreigners that were dumped in different areas of Pampanga several months ago. 6 of those were Chinese nationals, while the 3 others are from Vietnam, Malaysia, and Japan. The commissioner said nationals arrested will be charged with deportation cases for overstaying the tourist visa. So basically, these peoples are the prime suspects of the group of people that were found lifeless in the Philippines. As I mentioned, 6 Chinese, and regardless, I hope they get a little bit more than just deportation. I really don't know what the process is, but I just assume if they're the prime suspects that the BI and other departments of the police do something. I don't know. I think it's just probably written like that. I sincerely hope they do more than just deport these guys. Next up, not just 200, but up to 1,200 foreigners believed to be Chinese nationals obtained Philippine birth certificates through late birth registrations in the Davao del Sur town of STA Santa Cruz since 2016. Wow, that's alarming. Over 1,200 people having birth certificates of not being Filipino. This goes back to the couple stories I've covered in the past few days, talking about being able to buy Philippines birth certificates, passports through certain groups of people. So it does look like they're really cracking down, and more on cracking down when it comes to Alice Guo in a few minutes. Let's go on to our next story. The National Bureau of Investigation arrested 3 persons involved in illegal sales of kidneys, and 9 people have been rescued. So the NBI has arrested 3 individuals allegedly involved in the illegal sale of kidneys, organs in Bulacan. The DOJ said that the 9 individuals were rescued during an operation in San Jose del Monte, Bulacan, only on July 11th. 4 of these rescued victims have already had their kidneys extracted and sold. During the operation, the perps were apprehended while attempting to deliver payments to one of the victims. They were arrested to their involvement in harboring and maintaining the victims for an organ trafficking purpose. The agency said that the victims were recruited under pretenses of alleviating their financial burdens by selling their kidneys. It's said that the leader of the group, head nurse at a National Kidney Transplant Institute in Quezon City, is still at large. Of course, this is like serious crimes and they should be punished, but I don't want to just I don't know, I feel like victims, I feel like they knowingly agreed to have this done. I don't know, maybe they're criminals too. I get it, they need financial assistance, but if you're knowingly partaking in criminal activity, even with your own body, I think, yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. It's kind of they knew, right? So I want to say they were rescued. It's not like they took these people unwillingly and did this stuff to them. I don't know, maybe you could tell me and help me clear up what I'm thinking. I can't really find the words of how I want to express myself. Let me know what you think. Do you think they're actually victims, or they're actually criminals themselves for agreeing to have their organs taken regardless of whether they need the money or not? Next up, some more details on Alice Guo. Police hunt mayor accused of being Chinese spy. This is going to be a little bit of a kind of a recap of what's going on with this whole thing. So if you haven't been following, this is your chance to kind of catch up on the story here. A small town mayor in the Philippines who has been accused of being Chinese spy has gone into hiding, officials say. Police could not carry out any warrants for the arrest of Alice Guo over the weekend as she was not at any of her known addresses. Scam centers were uncovered in Ms. Guo's town of Bamban in March, concealed in online casinos that cater to mainland Chinese. Her story has been played out like a TV drama, as she had also been questioned on her Chinese parentage and suspicions that she was working as an asset for spy in Beijing. Ms. Guo's case has gripped the nation as Manila, Beijing continue to spar over reefs and outer crops of the South China Sea. The Senate ordered the arrest of Ms. Guo and some of her family members last Friday after she twice snubbed summons to appear in hearings on the scam centers. I quote, "Show yourself. Hiding will not erase the truth," Senator Risa Ontiveros, who is leading the parliament's investigation on Ms. Guo, said in a statement. Ms. Guo has denied wrongdoing. She claims her Chinese father and Filipino mother raised her on their pig farm. But Senator Sherwin Gatchalian, who is part of the investigation, claimed Ms. Guo's Chinese national, whose real name is Guo Huaping, based on immigration records. I quote, "She's hiding to evade arrest," Mr. Gatchalian told local radio. I quote, "Our tracker teams will be continuing to look for her." On the day that the arrest warrant was signed, Ms. Guo posted on a statement on Facebook saying that, I quote, "Sorry for not being physically present with each of you. I miss you all," end quote. She said, adding her absence would be temporary. In the post, she also added that she did not regret joining politics, even if it hurt her so much that she almost lost herself. I quote, "I am a Filipino with a big heart for Bamban. I love the Philippines very much," she said. Ms. Guo's lawyer, Nicole Jamila, told local television that clients would definitely cooperate with official investigations. Aside from the investigation by the Senate, Ms. Guo is the subject of separate anti-graft probe that has led her suspension. The news media also reported where Alice Guo will be held in case she was actually captured. They said it's not a prison cell, but you tell me what this looks like. It said it's just for detention. But yeah, so let me know what your thoughts are on this whole thing. I know it's a very big hot topic right now. There's so much that I didn't cover, of course, but that was just a quick brief breakdown of what's going on with Alice Huaping or Alice Guo, whatever you want to call it. I would love to know your thoughts. Do you think she's actually a Chinese asset? Do you think she's simply a Chinese national that came to the Philippines, grew up a Filipino, she feels like a Filipino, she become naturalized, I guess, in a way, and she actually has love for the Philippines? But then again, how do you explain $500 million passing through her bank accounts, USD, I should say? And yeah, I'm kind of curious to see how she's going to enjoy that little room if she ever gets caught. Next up is some quick news. From January to June 29th, the Department of Health said it recorded 90,000 dengue cases, up from 75,000 reported the same period last year. That's an increase of 20% basically, and I know there's been about over 233 deaths regarding dengue fever, so I don't know what, I guess get a shot for that. I don't really know what, I know it comes from mosquitoes, but I know when I travel I never look at any of these health warnings, but I really should, right? So if you're a little bit kind of unsure, talk to your doctor. Also, there's so much stuff happening in Thailand that I really don't think I could cover this on a channel. All of it is extremely graphic and violent, and I just honestly don't want to keep bleeping everything. So if you guys want to check out the news, just put Thai news and you get a whole bunch of recent updates. I know it seems lazy on my half, but trust me when I tell you, it's just too much to cover on this channel. But when there's something significant like the Thai visa stuff, I'll be sure to bring that to you guys and for you guys. Let me know which of these stories resonated with you. Share your comments as usual. If you take the time to write it, I'll take the time to respond. And speaking of forgetting, oh yeah, our segment yesterday today, but I also forgot to congratulate Argentina for winning Copa America and Spain for winning the Euro. So congratulations. I'm a huge soccer fan, football fan. So yeah, if you guys watch that, exciting stuff. Moving on to our segment yesterday today, where I read the most popular comments. Yesterday's top comment actually is a flattering one to me. Toby Webb says, "This channel of yours is top quality, short, succinct, and to the point. Keep up the good work." Thank you so much, man. That means a lot to me. I appreciate it. If you guys appreciate it, haven't had a chance to subscribe now. Perfect chance, right? You see how I did that segue leading into that? Hit that thumbs up button. Let's go on to some more comments. Another one says, yesterday the major story was about the 14 Nigerian love scammers in the Philippines. So someone by the name of Create in me will clean. Anyways, somebody says, "What do Nigerians doing in the Philippines?" is a big question. In which someone else replies, "Tourists, students, some are business, some are on exchange program for seamen. What are the Americans doing there? What are the Koreans doing there? Free country. And what are 3,000 Filipinos doing in Nigeria?" Great response, in my opinion, there. I mean, any nationality can come to the Philippines. I don't think Filipinos and this government discriminate against anybody coming into the country. Next up, Nigerian scammers. No way! A sarcastic one there. Kind of a play on the whole Nigerian scam. I actually kind of mentioned it in yesterday's video because about 10, 15 years ago, when the email stuff was really like becoming popular, there was a whole Nigerian scam, and the country doesn't have a good reputation when it comes to scamming. So I guess somebody's saying, oh, Nigerian scammers? What are the chances? And that's basically it. You guys can go ahead and go through the comments to find some more entertaining, interesting ones. For me, that's it. I think I'm going to go ahead and get some food, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.